Welcome back to another video. So I received the following comment regarding importing GLB files between Fusion. So we have over here the comment, and we see that Jean-Paul made use of a scan, so with Kiri, and he got a GLB file, and afterwards he followed the same workflow, but for some reason the texture is not appearing. So let's take a look at the reason why, because I think I know why. Over here where you save the texture file within the same folder as the GLB one, afterwards you also need to make sure that the same file will be mapped to the OBJ file. So to get started with that, I also made a new case study, so I don't have access to Kiri 3D in order to do that 3D scanning, but as you can see over here, I will make use of a GLB file available on csm.ai machine. So let's get started. I will go over here. Let's search for a different model. So this is why this will work with any GLB file. For example, let's take a look at maybe this robot. So we see the original image over here. And I will go again for the high resolution model over here within the mesh export. If you're not familiar with the new interface in Common Sense machine, this is the new interface. So I will just download the GLB file. We see the download started over there. I will just close Avira. So we see that. And now within Blender, I will go for a new empty scene, and over here I will go and have the GLB file imported. I know that it will be available within the downloads, and this will be. So we see that this has been downloaded today. And I will import the robot mesh. I will enable a texture. And now if I will go over here within the UV editing, you're gonna see that since this is also selected, it will look like this. I will just press tab in order to no longer have all those edges selected. I will show the texture. And now with the mesh selected, I will go to File, Export, OBJ. I will make on desktop a new folder. I will call this robot. This will be robot.obj. I only want to limit the export to the selected only, which is the mesh, and I will go with export. And now if I will check that folder, so on my desktop I should have the robot folder, which should be over here. We're gonna see that the texture has not been passed through. So just like within my previous video, I will go over here on image, go to save image as, and on the desktop where I have the robot, I will call this robot. You don't really need to type in the file extension since it will be controlled by the file format over here. So I'll just call this robot or robot texture. I will leave it like that so there are no double T's. And I will save that. We're gonna see that now within this file we have the texture, but the main problem with the previously generated OBJ is that this robot texture is not linked over here. So if, for example, I will open the MTL file, which is the material library within an OBJ, we're gonna see that the material will be like this. So new material matte 0. Now, in order to link the robot texture, we need to go to the shading editor, and we're gonna see that within the principal BSDF, we're gonna have the base color linked to this image. So I will just drag and drop, even though it's the same image, this is all about naming. So I will drag and drop this, and I will connect that to the base color. And I will delete the previous base color. And now if I will go again, File, Export, I will go again for OBJ. I will select the same file over here and I will just hit export. Now this texture will be linked with this mesh because of this MTL file. And as you can see, now that I open this file, we're gonna have the map over here, which will be the robot texture.png. Since this is now linked, I can go within Fusion. And let me just delete the night and insert a new mesh from my computer. In this case will be the robot. Select the robot, go to open, and we should have the mesh loaded. As you can see, this has load. And yeah, we can just now position it within the viewport. So for example, this is the right view. Therefore, maybe you would want to rotate this even more. I will just leave it like this, even though it's not aligned to the environment, so to the scene. So this is how you make sure that the texture will be linked, because I think this is the problem. So just make sure that you repeat the process, and you're gonna reapply the material within the shading viewport, and afterwards have the model exported as an OBJ file. So I hope that you find this video useful. Also, I want to thank you for the comment, because usually comments like this are, let's say, are making me create more content. As you can see, within the past few days, I haven't uploaded any video, but I received this comment, and therefore I decided to create this video. So thank you a lot for the comment. So if you enjoy this content, I will position a similar video over here on the left side. I will add the Fusion 360 tips and tricks playlist to the top, and I will also add a subscribe button. So that's it. Thanks for watching.